for a second time, you can. But again, these Wake Up with SEOs are meant for C-suite business owners who really don't have a lot of time, but just want to take away 10 minutes of something new that's happening in Google that will affect their business. And so featured snippets has been huge. 75% of the websites that are featured in position 0 are not on the first page of Google. So it's great for small to medium-sized businesses who maybe they don't have a large site, but they're putting great content, great informative content on their site, and they have an opportunity to be featured in their local area. So again, all this information I'll include in the follow-up email so you have it. But again, this is just right here at support.google.com. It talks about featured snippets. And again, featured snippets are going to start appearing right in position 0. So they really try to answer a question right away. And what Google is mostly pulling from is FAQ pages. So you can see, you know, Guardian Now, we have started putting out our FAQ pages where, you know, how do I set up Google messaging? So if I just go, I set up Google messaging, right here is actually position 0, and it's actually Google that is showcased here in the featured snippets. But you can see here, you know, what else do people ask? And here again are examples of being in position 0 for Google. So if you're B2B or B2C, it's a great idea to write down the top 10 questions you get asked most frequently and put them on your website in an FAQ page. This is a great example, a great article about what is a featured snippet and how you can start, again, being featured within position 0 on Google. So that's really my first recommendation is take the questions that you get answered most frequently, or just go on Google and start typing in questions that are related to your industry and see who's populating. Because that's really, I think, the best blueprint is see what your competitors are doing. And if they are showcased in position 0, start putting your own answers to those most frequently asked questions relative to your business on an FAQ page and see if they start populating in the search results. So here at Search Engine Land, they have great information. I read their articles almost every week and send out updates to our clients. And here is just a great place to get started. You know, start thinking about the questions that Google is populating the most. Most are financial, mathematical, or time. So do it yourself processes are huge. But again, if you just take a step back and look at the consumer decision journey, it doesn't matter if it's B2B or B2C, we're all consumers. So what are people typing in way before they actually reach out to you, and try to answer some of those questions on your website. So again, this is just a great place to start. I'll send out this article. The other great place to start is they're starting to track featured snippets. It's so new. I mean, this is less than 6 months old. So what we do is we utilize SEMrush, which is kind of highlighted in this article, and they've added a tab here that's featured snippets. So one of the things you can do if you're, you know, just a business owner and you're kind of doing SEO yourself, subscribe to SEMrush, just maybe their free version, and see if you can start tracking featured snippets, because it'll show you what's being featured and what's not. This is unfortunately so new that this site isn't ranking yet in featured snippets. But again, I just kind of wanted to show you what it'll look like, because you can actually see estimated traffic, you can see keyword visibility, you can see if you've been featured and the opportunities associated with your website. and the questions that are actually being answered that pertain to, your business. So again, SEMrush is a great tool to utilize for tracking featured snippets in search, and again, what opportunities you have for your site specifically. So I'm going to open it up now. I just, again, wanted to just kind of go over what featured snippets were, where they were showing up in the search engines, and as far as how you can really take advantage of this, it's again, just building out an FAQ page and start with the top 10 questions that you most frequently get or that are being searched within your industry to start populating in the search results. So I'm going to go ahead and unmute everybody. Does anybody have questions that are related to featured snippets and why it's important to take advantage of this opportunity? So again, featured snippets, it's huge. This is such a big opportunity. Again, like I said in the beginning, 75% of these position zeros aren't on the first page of Google. So here, I just did a quick Google, how do I set up Google messaging? And you can see this again, right here, that's actually Google populating, but you can see people also ask, all of these are position zero. It's before you get to the organic listings, and this is getting so much traction that Google's most likely going to be keeping position zero because, especially on mobile, it answers a lot of consumers' questions right up front. So again, really take a look. If you already have an FAQ page, see if the questions that you have on there are actually being searched on Google. Let's try another one. Let's see, I'm trying to think. So how do I start the process of selling my business? You have, the ads here, and then here we go, position zero. So this is, you can see how awesome it is because it populates the first part of your article. And then again, 7 steps to selling your small business. And you can click through to this, I don't even know who they are, Investopedia. How do I prepare to sell my business is a great one. So here are, just great questions. This is, again, B2B, but you're going to get a lot of traction. And people usually, since, again, this is something that they're interested in right now, they're going to be more advantageous to click on your link and actually read your FAQ page or your article. So again, just great information. If you just actually do searches that are relative to your business and find out what's populating. But that's just an example of how those featured snippets are showing up right beneath the ads. And again, this is very much a B2B arena. So I'm going to go ahead and in our follow-up, I'll send out this join.me video, as well as this article for Search Engine Land, and just, again, featured snippets and search from support.google.com, so you can familiarize yourself when you have an extra couple minutes. But I would get with your team and really focus on FAQ pages. It's an easy and cost-effective way to kickstart your SEO here in 2018. Thank you for joining today. I hope you took away a quick nugget of SEO information, and please reach out if you have any questions. Thank you all.